Good morning, everyone. We still have some seats over here, so please come over and grab a seat. We're going to get started now. Good morning. So my name is Roy Nascimento, and I have the honor and privilege of serving as the President and CEO of the North Central Massachusetts Chamber of Commerce. And in my role as President of the Chamber of Commerce, I also serve as the President of Visit North Central Massachusetts, also known as the Johnny Appleseed Trail Association. And it is really my pleasure to welcome you all here this morning for this little ceremony that we're going to be having as we unveil what we are affectionately calling the Big Apple of New England. And we're thrilled to see such a strong turnout here this morning. So we really appreciate everyone coming out as we unveil this sculpture. So a little background: the Big Apple of New England is a permanent addition to the collection here at the Visitor Center. And the Johnny Appleseed Visitor Center is, if you're familiar with it, it is not your run-of-the-mill rest stop. It is an incredible visitor center, has an incredible collection. There are 91 apple trees here, including 3 apple trees that come from an original apple tree that Johnny Appleseed actually planted. We have a sculpture in the front of young Johnny Appleseed. We have a collection of memorabilia and historical items from throughout the region inside the visitor center. So it's an incredible center and not your run-of-the-mill rest stop, and something that we're very proud of. The apple that we're unveiling today was installed outside the visitor center, and it's really an effort to promote the 27 communities that we call North Central Massachusetts. And there's the obvious connection to our proud history and that icon of American folk hero, Johnny Appleseed. American pioneer and folk hero John Chapman, also known as Johnny Appleseed, was born locally here in Leominster and is the official state folk hero for Massachusetts. And Johnny's actually here, so thank you, Johnny, for coming today. You look great for your age. You look terrific. But this apple represents so much more than just a connection to Johnny Appleseed. It is also, it's not just a symbol of our past, but it's also a symbol of this region's bright future. A symbol that connects us back to and honors our thriving agricultural sector. It is also a symbol of our region's hospitality and a beacon to travelers from throughout the globe that visit our beautiful region. It is also a symbol of deep and meaningful partnerships that we have here in this region, partnerships among businesses, among our communities, and among our state that are all working for the advancement of the 27 communities here in North Central Massachusetts. Most importantly, it is a symbol of civic pride and embodies the spirit and culture of North Central Massachusetts. And I think that civic pride is on display here today and reflected by the tremendous turnout that we have here today. This is just fantastic. We were expecting about 20 people, and we have nearly 100 people that came out for this ceremony. So thank you all for coming today. My role this morning is to serve as Master of Ceremonies for today's event. Before we move on, a couple of housekeeping items. Now we have this gigantic 10-foot red apple that we're going to be unveiling. And I suspect that this is something that many of you will want to take a picture of on your phones, and many of the visiting public will want to take a picture of on their phones. And we encourage that, and we would like you to share that on social media. So we have an official hashtag today we'd like you to use, and that is hashtag Big Apple of NE. Again, it's hashtag Big Apple of NE, or you can use our Visit North Central Massachusetts hashtag, which is hashtag Visit North Central. Please use those if you send out any photos via social media. I'd also draw your attention over here to this display we have. We have under this a sign with the picture of the Big Apple, and we'd like everyone, before you leave today, to please take and sign that frame. That's going to be in display to commemorate today's event at the Visitor Center after today's event. And then finally, I want to mention that it is a little warm out. It is July, so if anyone is uncomfortable, needs anything to drink, water, or needs air conditioning, the Visitor Center is air conditioned, so please make your way in there. You will not insult any of our speakers if you have to go in and use the restroom or get some air conditioning. And we have lots of water and beverages, courtesy of some of our sponsors that have provided food and beverages for today. And, oh yes, thank you. And for the members of our media, I know we have a number of media here. We do have media kits with some background information and a press release regarding today's event. And we will have some images later available on our website for the media or for anyone to use in the public. So we have a number of dignitaries and partners that we've invited to join us for some welcoming remarks. So let's get right at it. At this time, I'd like to invite Mayor Dean Mazzarella, Mayor of the City of Leominster, who's joined us here this morning for some welcoming remarks. And all of our speakers, as I call you up, please speak very closely to the microphone because we do have a lot of traffic. So we have to speak over that. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Good morning. How's that? Huh?
Perfect.
Hi, Josh. Huh? Jonathan? How's that? You heard me all right? Our great director here, and Commissioner Mass Dot, does a great job. He's from Central Mass. He knows we're here, and I know this must be pretty special for you today, too, right? Sure. All right. Anyway, a couple years ago, I got asked to speak to a group of about 200 people, and because I wasn't very familiar with who they were and much about their organization, I prepared, unlike I did today. So, when I got there, I had all my notes and things written on my hands, typical sort of things. And when I got there, I realized about 2 minutes into the presentation that nobody wanted to hear what I had to say. They all wanted to hear about the sheep at the landfill. And it went on for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and I realized from now on, I'm just going to talk about the sheep, and I can't lose. The point I'm trying to make is these things are fun, and people like fun. We're busy today. Everyone's got a deadline. And when you take something like the sheep, and every day people come to and from town, or they're visiting or doing business, it's something that we can all talk about and have fun with. It's exactly what the Apple's all about. But it's much more than that. It's a gateway to what you see in the backdrop here of all of the places they have to travel hundreds of miles to see and visit, but are actually right here. How fortunate we are, and that's really sort of the symbol of what this is. And I want to thank you to State Trooper Bigelow for making sure we all got off the highway and safe. I thought you were going to pull me over for not having my seatbelt on, but I just took it off. Anyway, this is exciting, and 26 years ago, if they told me that you could bring this many people on a hot July day by bringing an apple, I would have put apples all over the city. I would have built water parks, splash parks, right, mayors? If you would have only known, all you had to do is build these splash parks all over the city, bring sheep to the former landfill, and bring apples, we would have been all set forever, right? Takes a little while to learn. Anyway, Roy and everybody from the chamber and all the members, this is fun, and I expect to see other things, mayors, as we go along Route 2. I expect to see other things like this, because, again, this is the fun part of what we do and brings everybody out here. And thank you all for your support. And it is a beautiful day. And if you want to know where I got my tan, it only goes this far into my hands. It's from attending events like this. So anyway, Roy, good job. I can't wait to unveil that baby. I've been seeing that up here for the last couple of days, and it's pretty exciting. So, all right.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'd also like to recognize a few other officials that we have from the City of Leominster. Claire Frieda is here from the City Council. Thank you, Claire, for coming. Nikki Peters and Melissa Tasca from the Economic Development Office are here. I saw them here earlier, so thank you very much for your great partnership. At this time, I'd like to welcome Mayor Stephen D. Natale of the City of Fitchburg. Mr. Mayor, if you want to come up for some remarks.
Remember, speak up.
I don't know, how do I follow up on the sheep? I'm trying to think what we've got. Goats. You know, I'm going to be very brief. The partnership between the Chamber and certainly the City of Fitchburg and the North County is no more evident than what we're showing today here at the Visitor Center. And again, the group, Appleseed organization, they understand the importance of economic development, and that's what we're driving in the City of Fitchburg and the North County region, obviously. So this is just one more example of it. That partnership is stronger than ever and will continue to be. We've made a commitment in the city of Fitchburg to provide as much funding as we can to the organization, and we'll continue to do that. And congratulations today, Roy. Great job, and you and your staff, thanks so much, and press on.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor. We also have some other officials from the city of Fitchburg, I believe, here. I think Sam Squalia is here from the city council. I haven't seen her, but I know she was registered. Sam, are you here? Can we? All right. And we have AJ Tarigny, who's the mayor's chief of staff. Thank you, AJ, for joining us. And I believe a couple of folks from the economic development office here. Mary Jo is here, and Tom Sukowski is here. Round of applause for them. They're here somewhere. So at this time, I'd like to introduce Mayor Mark Hawk, from the city of Gardner, for some welcoming remarks.
Thank you. It's all been said, but not everyone has said it, so there will be many more speakers after I. Mayor Mazzarella, you can come down to the city of Gardner. We have a 22-foot tall chair anytime you would like to sit in it. So yes, we do have these roadside oddities that are great attractions. The big chair is maybe a quarter of a mile or so from my house, and I have to tell you that almost every single day going to or from work, there is someone not from Gardner stopping, climbing the chair and taking their picture with the chair. So they are great attractions, you are correct. All we need now is a challenge to go out to the city of Fitchburg to build a 14-foot high shoe. That'll go good with our apple and our giant chair. But I'm going to get it all wrong, but I want to thank Nikki, Al, Tom, Henry, and who was the other board of director? Nope, don't care about Rick Walton. He's from Gardner Ale House. I thought there was someone more important. But a lot of these people are from Gardner and out west, and they do a great job of bringing people to north central Massachusetts. And I'll say one more quick story. A long time ago in a community not so far away from here, I worked in whatever business, it's not important, but we went to trade shows, and the owner of the business would always tell people, oh, we're from Apple Valley, and he would bring crates of apples and hand them out to people. And I had no idea what the heck this guy was doing, because this is some 20, 30 years ago. But now I get it. I get the Apple theme, and it only took Roy and his crew several years to pound it into my head, but I get it now. I get it. And I noticed the apple trees here and everywhere, and fantastic job. And it is one of those roadside oddities that are going to attract people, and I can't wait to take a picture with the giant apple and all of my friends and family that are here today. Thank you very much for coming out.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. We appreciate the support from our three cities. At this time, I'd like to welcome up Senator Dean Tran for some welcome remarks. Senator?
Good morning, everyone. I just want to begin by thanking Roy and his staff for organizing this great event. On my way in, I saw the Big Apple, and I said to myself, I thought I was in New York City. But I realized I'm in a better place in New York City, and that is north central Massachusetts. So thank you, Roy, and thank you to your staff. I noticed my three mayors are here, as well as so many familiar faces I see. Now, one of my mayors, Mayor DiNatale, said it's about economic development, and he's absolutely correct. Now, economic development is a regional issue. It's an issue that has to do with collaboration, and if you look around in this crowd, it's a testament to collaboration, and it's collaboration is what makes it work. Now, I also wanted to say I also want to thank Roy and his staff for working with my staff to bring the Commonwealth conversation to this district last month. It was a tremendous success. It was something that was that we put together to showcase this whole entire district to the chairs of our tourism, which is very important to this area. And also, I'd like to tell Roy and announce to the people here as well that my staff and I worked with the clerks in the legislature to create a caucus. And that caucus is going to be called the Chambers of Commerce Caucus, and it's a legislative body that will be working with the chambers across the Commonwealth to make sure that we protect our small businesses and to make sure that we promote economic development across the Commonwealth. So to that end, I want to congratulate to you again, Roy, and your staff, and to everybody here on a very successful event, and I look forward to taking a picture next to the Big Apple there. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Senator. We appreciate the support. We have a wonderful legislative delegation, and we have some other members of the delegation here today from the House, and I'd like to welcome them up. First of all, we have Representative Harold Naughton of Clinton, who also covers Lancaster, Representative Natalie Higgins of Leominster, Representative Steve Hay, I saw him here somewhere, he's in the back, you want to come up front, and Representative John Zlotnick of Gardner, so I'm going to invite them to come up.
Roy, thanks so much. Where's Rep. Hay? Come on up here, Steve. We've got a great House delegation here, and one great thing about them is only one of us is going to speak right now. But Representative Hay, Representative DiNatale, Representative Mayor DiNatale. You know, no mere mortal, former member of the House, Mayor DiNatale, Representative Higgins, Representative Zlotnick, on their behalf. Let's be very clear, we are standing in Lancaster, Massachusetts, part of the 12th Worcester District. And you might have a big chair and you might have a big apple. I've got a 200-foot dam that you're welcome to come sit on over in Clinton. Just don't fall off, okay? It's great to be here with our House delegation. Over the last several terms, when I've been joined by the three people standing beside me, we've really come together in a very coherent delegation style of activity. And chief among the accomplishments we've been able to do every year are the legislative allotment in every year's fiscal budget for the Johnny Appleseed Center right here. And thank you, Steve. And that's a group fight, that is a delegation fight on both the House and the Senate side every year to make sure that the rest of the Commonwealth realizes that you don't have to go north and south on 495 or east and west on the Massachusetts Turnpike to find great tourist activities, great economic development activities. Right here in the center of Massachusetts, in north central Mass, I like to say this is the jewel on the crown that is central Massachusetts. So we welcome you here. We welcome all of your businesses. There is no better colleague to have in this pursuit of economic development, success, and quality of life than Roy Nascimento and his entire staff. Let's hear another round of applause for these guys. Always tremendously communicative, letting us know what they think will happen and to enhance the quality of life here, what's needed to help businesses, to help tourism, to help people come forward and really enjoy life here, starting in Clinton and heading north up through my district, through my colleagues' districts, all the way up to the New Hampshire border. This is an incredibly special place that a lot of people chip in to make it a success. And among those are two of my colleagues in government in the town of Lancaster, Stanley Starr and Walter Sandrowski from the Lancaster Board of Selectmen. Stanley and Walter, thank you for being here. And all I can say is, when you're around long enough, things happen to you. Johnny Appleseed, don't feel too bad about your looking good for your age. I turned 59 the other day, but I tell people I'm 69. They say, oh, you look pretty good for your age. Everyone, thanks a lot for being here. Roy, great work. Really appreciate all that you do.
So I want to thank the members of the House delegation. That was wonderful, Representative. And we are actually, the Visitor Center actually stands in the town of Lancaster, so we have two officials from the Board of Selectmen, two of the three members of the Board of Selectmen. We have Stan Starr, who's the chair of the Board of Selectmen, and Walter Sandrowski, a member of the Board of Selectmen. I'd like to ask them to come up, please, for some welcome remarks.
Good morning. I had no idea this was going to happen, so as unprepared as Mayor Dan was, even Mayor Dean was, I am less prepared. No, it's a welcome. We are, as our representative said, in the town of Lancaster. And this is just a wonderful gathering of people. I had no idea. I would have actually dressed up better had I known to be this many people here, but be that as it may, it's summer. I'll be in the golf course in 4 hours. So with that in mind, keep things very, very brief. Thank you for coming. Great. I'm looking forward to the unveiling of this large thing aside of us here. And once again, I know a lot of people in here, and what a great place to interface with people that are working hard for us in the legislature and looking at the front rows and the back rows and here as well. So it's much appreciated. Thank you for being here. And that is all. Thank you.
Thank you. So we are honored to have with us today Nam Pham, who's the Assistant Secretary of the Massachusetts Office of Business Development. And I'd like to invite Nam to come up representing the Baker-Polito administration to say some welcoming remarks. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Roy. Good morning. It's always a real honor for me to represent the most popular governor in America, especially for the last 4.5 years. For the last 4.5 years, I had the opportunity to promote tourism in Massachusetts. And like Senator Dintron and now House delegation already mentioned, it's all about economic development. Yeah. I have been able to play a tourist in Massachusetts for the last 30 years. And the more I travel across the state, the more I learn that we are living in a very, very special place. We are very, very, very lucky. I also travel outside of Massachusetts and outside of the U.S. Most people do not know where is Massachusetts. Right. So we need to do a much better job to promote Massachusetts. So at the Mass Office of Travel and Tourism, last year we came up with a name, kind of a similar theme. We call it Apple Juices. We actually developed a guidebook of different apple farms, what type of apple we have, especially our ciders we have here to offer our, our visitors. Also, I remember, because I'm relatively still new to America, I learned that there's a saying, an apple a day, keep a doctor away. So if we have a big apple up North Central a day, it may keep us happy always. So congratulations, Roy, and congratulations to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. I'd be remiss if I didn't also acknowledge that Kevin Curris is here, who's our Regional Director from the Mass Office of Business Development. Thank you, Kevin, for coming. And Phyllis Cahaley is here, who's the Director of Strategic Partnerships for the Mass Office of Travel and Tourism, a wonderful partner doing great work promoting the state. So thank you, Phyllis, for coming. This time I'd like to introduce an important partner for the Visitor Center in the Big Apple of New England. I'd like to welcome Jonathan Gulliver, who's the Highway Administrator for the Mass Department of Transportation. They are a partner in operating the Visitor Center. They actually maintain the grounds of the Visitor Center, and they are actually our landlord. They own the site, and more than just a landlord, a great partner in helping us provide this wonderful service to visitors and helping promote North Central Massachusetts. So please welcome Jonathan Gulliver, the Administrator for the Mass Department of Transportation.
Thank you, Roy. So usually when I come to events, especially ones that I have media, it's usually because your commute is about to get a whole lot worse. Thankfully, that's not the case today, and it's really nice to be here to unveil something that's so iconic and new and different for the region. It also helps that I'm a Lancaster resident, so it took me about 10 minutes to get here, which is a much nicer commute than my typical driving to Boston on a regular day. And just a note on Lancaster, I always think of Lancaster as being the more rural neighbor of Leominster, and I'm not sure where Mayor Mazzarella is, but I can tell you, I have seen the selectmen on many, many meetings. I have never, ever heard them talk about sheep. So I don't know what is going on in Leominster, but it's a little different than I remembered. So in any case, you know, this is really as Roy said, this is a partnership that we have had with the Chamber for many, many years. And our staff and their staff are really dedicated to working together to make this a really, really nice visitor center in this area. And it's one that we point to across the state when we talk about the success stories of how we can make visitor centers and rest areas work. It's something that, frankly, as a division, we struggle with. It's not something that is our specialty, so we rely on strong partners to help us work through these type of locations and make sure that they work well for the traveling public. And again, this is a shining example of how those partnerships can really work out for everybody, and it really is such a great event to be here today. So I won't keep anybody any longer. I know this is it's a hot day, and everybody's looking forward to unveiling whatever it is behind this curtain. So let's get to it. Thank you.
Thank you, Jonathan. So at this time, I'd like to invite Al Rose up. Al Rose is the third-generation owner of the Red Apple Farm in Phillipston, and he is chairman of the board for Visit North Central Massachusetts. And I also have to acknowledge that Al is the one that helped us with the apple. He actually acquired the apple and donated it to the Visit North Central Massachusetts organization. We refurbished it, and it became this wonderful sculpture that we're going to unveil shortly. But we owe him a big debt of gratitude for that. So thank you. Sure.
And it didn't look like that when I gave it to Roy, just so you know. And that's a testament to Jake Lyman and everyone Lyman Signs that made it look like that. It's amazing work. So can we give Jake a round of applause? You haven't seen it yet, but you will. I'm just going to, a couple remarks. I just want to, first thing start off with is Senator here, Dean, talked about New York, and New York State spends 10 times what Massachusetts does on tourism. 10 times. But they can no longer claim the Big Apple. We now have it. And going forward, I just want to say what that apple does represent. It represents, as Roy said, a beacon for travelers on Route 2 coming to our area. But it represents folks coming into an area that I think we're all considered we're very blessed, those who live and work here. It's steeped in heritage, history, cultural, civic institutions, too many to name. And as I personally love the great outdoors that we have here. And if you look at our logo that's behind me, we try to cover as many bases as possible. I'm sure we left quite a few, but we're very blessed to live in the area. It also represents two other things. It represents having a chamber that believes in tourism. They don't just talk the talk, they walk the walk. Roy actually helps park cars at festivals. That's how serious he is about first impression for tourists. And Roy understands that tourism is economic development. It is a way to get people from the outside, I guess the term is 50 miles, to get money from the outside into our area, and it's a multiplier. So we're very grateful. And for Roy, his whole team, can we get one more round of applause for this wonderful chamber? And the last thing it represents, and it goes without saying, I do believe we do have the best visitor center in Massachusetts. And it is a shining example, and it's because of Diane, her whole team here. This apple will solidify and cement it as a destination. It's been on Chronicle at least once recently, and they do such a great job on welcoming people and introducing them, and it becomes a gateway to this wonderful area. So can we give Diane and everyone that's part of the Visitor Center a big round of applause? And I would just end it and just reaffirming that please take a picture of the apple. I think for us on the marketing and tourism committee, we have a wonderful board, and they're always trying to make the most of whatever budget we have, and everybody understands that social media is where you have to spend your money, and whether it's the website, to Instagram, Facebook, what have you. But there's going to be so many pictures taken with that apple, and we hope the hashtag starts today. And if they could get $1 at the visitor center for each picture, I'm sure there'd be millions of dollars coming. So here. So anyways, thank you all for coming.
Thank you, Al. And finally, I need to acknowledge Diane Burnett, our Visitor Center manager, and her talented team of professionals that run the Visitor Center. This Visitor Center is open 361 days a year for the traveling public from 9 to 5, providing them an opportunity to use the restroom or to buy some products that help tell the story of North Central Massachusetts, to check out some of the displays that we have here of historical items. And we have a really wonderful staff. Diane is our longest standing employee. She's been here with the organization over 20 years. And our team here is so dedicated to the Visitor Center that even when we have major snowstorms and the state is declaring a state of emergency, they still want to come in and open the visitor center to make sure that the plow drivers and the public that happen to be out on the roads have a place to stop. So that's how dedicated they are. We really appreciate that. I'd like to welcome Diane up for some welcoming remarks and to introduce her team here at the Visitor Center. Diane?
Good morning, folks. I'm glad you made it here. Sorry it's a little warm. I am the manager of the Johnny Appleseed Visitor Center. I want to welcome you to the gateway of North Central Mass, and now with the beautiful apple, you're going to have another reason to come and stop by. Our mission here is to promote economic development, from the small farm to the big business, to the hotels, to the great places that you can hike, camp, go and visit. There's so much here that you don't have to go east, you can come here. So you just have to stop in, say hi, ask a question, and we will gladly tell you where you can go and what you can do to have fun here in our region. We want you to stay and explore in Johnny's backyard. At this time, I wanted to tell you a little bit about the inside of the building, just so that you know. There's 4 seasons of art on walls inside, representing the seasons of an apple tree. So we're pretty steeped in apples here, we are. So you can look at all the 4 seasons to see spring, summer, fall, winter, and it gives you an idea. There's things on the wall that represent our region, from skis on the wall for Mount Wachusett, from snowshoes from one of the orchards that would trim their apple trees in the dead of winter, because that's how you have to trim them, is in the winter time. There's paintings for Johnny. There's lots of pieces of Johnny art and memorabilia inside. There's pieces for apples that are on the wall. How did they pick apples in the past? What kind of ladders did they use? The buckets, the things. They're all on the walls. So please, come, visit, stop in. How many times have you passed me and not come in? Come on, let's see some hands. How many times? Please, stop in, come and say hi. Behind us at the moment is refreshments, everything apple. So we tried to keep that theme going. But I wanted to thank you for coming today. And please, stop in often, come and say hi. I have 5 employees, half a dozen volunteers, and we keep this business open. It's something important to keep it open. Like Roy said, winter times I come to work even though it's snowing. For that guy who's white-knuckled hanging onto his car and needs a break. It's important to be open, and that's what we represent, is the welcome spirit here in North Central Massachusetts. To go along with this apple, I want to thank Mass DOT. They were such a help. They've been anything and everything I needed to help get this up, and they're great guys that help keep this building open, keep it to be one of the best visitor centers in the state. I'm kind of biased, I think it is the best, but one of the best. So please, enjoy the things at the back to eat, drink, have some coffee, apple cider, apple chips, any of the above, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Thank you.
Thank you, Diane. Now, before we do the big unveiling, a few folks I need to thank. First of all, Mass DOT again for their help with the project. Bob Crowdy is here, who's the, surprise for me. Awesome, love it.
Our first sign for the highway. So we're hoping to drag folks in.
Love it. And the gentleman who's holding up that apple is Bob Crowdy, who's the engineer from DOT, who has been very helpful with this project. So thank you, Bob, for you and your crew for your help. Appreciate that. And of course, I got to thank Barry Lorian, who was unable to join us here today, but he is the district manager for DOT, and we appreciate his support of this project. I want to thank Al Rose and Red Apple Farm for donating the apple structure. I want to thank our municipal partners, the City of Fitchburg, Leominster, Gardner, and the Town of Westminster. They help support the work that we do. And Steve Wallace is here from Westminster. I saw him earlier. Steve, can you give a wave? So, Steve here? So, well, thank you to the Westminster, Leominster, Gardner, and Fitchburg. They contribute, along with businesses and the state, to help support the work that Visit North Central Massachusetts does that has an impact in our communities and bringing in visitors with a little jingle in their pocket to spend money in our communities. So, and I need to acknowledge the state police. Lieutenant Jamie Bigelow was here earlier. The state police barracks in Leominster is just about a half a mile up the road. They have safety is very important to us here for visitors. And the state police take good care of the visitor center. They patrol the visitor center on a regular basis, and we appreciate their support of the work that we do. And finally, I want to thank Jake Lyman of Lyman Signs for retrofitting the apple. Jake is here somewhere. Jake, Jake, thank you, Lyman Signs, that did the work. It's beautiful work. And then, and that's it. So we're going to go ahead now and do the unveiling. We're going to pull off the, I'm going to ask all of our speakers to come up. I'm going to ask Mr. Appleseed to join us as well for that, for a photo op. And then after that, we're going to do another photo op. We're going to ask everyone to join us for that. And then we do have a reception, so we invite everyone to join us for refreshments afterwards. We have refreshments that were contributed by a number of local businesses. Aroma Joe's is providing coffee. We have Red Apple Farm that provided apple donuts. Carlson Orchards provided apple cider. The Bull Run Restaurant provided apple muffins. Great Wolf Lodge provided apple cupcakes. So please enjoy those refreshments afterwards. Thank you.
All right, ready? People driving by, why are they all clapping at that? In the photo. We were clapping at the apple. You took our moment away.
Right here, guys, right here.
Is this a Pepsi commercial or something? Huh? You sure? Andrea's all set.
Okay, you all set? That's all that matters to me.
Hey, we want to do a picture. Everyone in the picture.
Everyone, try to get in the picture. Got an apple, bring it.
Wants the picture.
Everyone but the guy in the red coat.
Hey, Janisi, did you figure out the sun? Is that you? I'm afraid to answer that question.
I was at his aerobics class this morning.
I'll go to work. You guys stay in here.
I'm working his band.